welcome to The Explainer. Today, from the morning letter written barefoot, we're diving into a really powerful idea that the ground right under our feet might hold a key to our health. We're going to look at a massive movement in South Korea called barefoot walking. And trust me, it's about so much more than just taking off your shoes. It's about a whole nation trying to reconnect with the earth itself. All right, take a look at this number, 88%. Can you believe that? In just 1 year, that's how much the number of barefoot walking paths in South Korea has shot up. This isn't just some passing trend. It's an absolute explosion of interest, and it's a sign that something fundamental is shifting in how an entire nation thinks about wellness and natural healing. And you know what? This wave of life and healing has serious official backing. We're talking about nearly 2,000 new paths being created, stretching over 825 kilometers. This is basically a revolution driven by policy, with over 220 local governments actively passing laws to create and protect these amazing natural healing spaces for their citizens. Just take a look at this map. It really shows how this demand for earth paths has swept across the entire country. I mean, Gyeonggi Province is leading the charge with over 700 trails. But look, the movement has spread all the way down to Jeju Island. It's so clear that people everywhere, from every corner of the nation, are really looking for ways to get back in touch with the earth. Okay, so what is driving all of this? I mean, this kind of massive growth doesn't just happen, right? Where is all this demand coming from? Well, the answer is actually really simple, and it's powerful. It's coming straight from the people themselves. So, they put the question directly to the public. Hey, when it comes to our shared spaces, what do we actually want? More asphalt and concrete or natural earth? When a popular park path was up for debate, the public's answer was, well, it was overwhelming. So get this. In Seoul's Children's Grand Park, they did a super simple poll. All you had to do was grab a sticker and vote as you walked by. The result? A total landslide. And here's the part that really gets me. Over 91% of the people voted for natural earth paths. And most of them, they were just regular folks, wearing shoes. And this poll, it really gets to the heart of it all. See, it wasn't just the people who were already into barefoot walking who voted. This huge majority shows there's this deep, almost gut-level human desire for natural ground over pavement. It really suggests that all of us, even people living in the biggest cities, have this craving to feel connected to the living earth. All right, so you have this huge public demand, but how do you turn that into a real, actual plan for the future? Let's dive into the grand vision here, which is all about taking this grassroots movement and making it into national policy. Now, the core idea behind the movement is pretty profound, actually. They're proposing a new fundamental right called the right of earthing. And the thinking here is that our ability to physically connect with the earth, that should be a legally protected right, just like our right to breathe clean air or feel the sunlight. So, you might be asking, what exactly is earthing? Well, in simple scientific terms, it's just the act of connecting your body directly to the Earth's surface. The idea is that this contact lets free electrons from the Earth flow into your body. Think of these electrons as tiny natural antioxidants. They can help neutralize those nasty free radicals and bring down inflammation, which, as we know, is at the root of so many health issues. But to make this vision a reality, it's going to take a huge legal shift. I mean, think about it. Right now, our cities are all about pavement, right? Asphalt and concrete everywhere, which basically cuts us off from the earth. The whole point of this proposal is to flip that, to legally require earth paths and turn our public spaces from these isolating surfaces into places for daily healing. And we're not just talking about simple dirt trails here. This plan is way bigger. It's about creating a complete year-round ecosystem for healing. So yeah, you've got the dedicated earth paths, but also things like foot washing stations. And get this, even heated greenhouses so people can keep up their barefoot walking in the dead of winter. How cool is that? The goal they've set is definitely ambitious, but it's super clear. They want to convert at least 30% of all walking paths and trails across the entire country into barefoot walking paths. And they're already proposing key projects for some really famous spots, like along Seoul's Cheonggyecheon stream and in major parks in big cities like Busan, Gwangju, and Daejeon. So it all comes down to these three key pillars, right? You've got law, which protects our right to connect. You've got space, which is all about transforming our environment. And you have life, which provides the everyday stuff we need to do it. When you bring all those together, what you get is a totally new blueprint for a healthier, happier life that's available to literally everyone right outside their door. But okay, Enough about numbers and policies for a minute. What about the real, human results? What actually happens to people who do this? This, my friends, is where the story gets incredibly powerful, with some truly inspiring stories of life-changing healing. I want you to meet Mr. Park Chung-ho. This gentleman is 97 years old, and every single day, he walks on an earth path for an hour. His dedication and just his sheer vitality are such a powerful testament to the long-term benefits of this practice. And just listen to his words. He says, "My body feels light as a feather, my digestion is smooth, and I sleep deeply." He says his health is so good that he can energetically greet a 70-year-old who's complaining about back pain. I mean, his life is just a shining example of what's possible. So, are you feeling inspired? Thinking you might want to try this out for yourself? Great! Let's walk through a few practical tips so you can safely jump into this healing movement and start your own barefoot walking journey. First things first, safety and comfort are absolutely key. You'll want to start slow on safe, designated paths, and of course, always watch where you're stepping. It's also a really good idea to make sure your tetanus vaccination is up to date. And then, you need a little post-walk routine. Always wash your feet really well after every single walk. And this is super important, especially when it's dry out. Slather on a good moisturizer. That'll help prevent your heels from getting all cracked. And here's the thing you absolutely have to remember. Consistency is everything. The real amazing benefits of barefoot walking, they don't come from doing one super long walk on the weekend. Nope, they're unlocked through dedicated daily practice. A short walk every single day is so much more powerful than a long one once a week. So in the end, realizing a life with earth paths, it's not just about building a new kind of trail. It's so much bigger than that. It's about reclaiming a fundamental right to life and feeling that honestly belongs to every single one of us. This is more than just a walk in the park. It's your chance to claim your right to connect with the earth and its incredible healing energy. We really, really encourage you. Go out and feel it for yourself. Hey, if you found this explainer helpful and it got you thinking, please show some support. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. And if you want to learn more and connect with others who are passionate about this, you should definitely join the National Barefoot Walking Movement headquarters on Naver Cafe. It's a great place to share info and your own experiences. Thanks so much for joining us.